you're smart. You know how to listen to suggestions and make your own decisions, right? We're just two Aussie brothers talking shit about cryptocurrency. So do yourself a favour. Research the topic before doing anything financially. Now for that banging intro music.
Welcome to WTF is Crypto Space. I'm Brett.
And I'm Chad.
This podcast is all about the crypto space.
Shout out!
Chattels,
Yes.
topping our list this week, Saranac. Michigan.
Saranac?
Yeah, Saranac,
Michigan.
Michigan. Michigan.
Michigan.
It's Saranac is the
Michigan.
birthplace of world-renowned geologist J. Harlan Bretz.
Thank you, guys. You guys rocking. Always rocking. Keep it up. Keep it there. Also, remember you can actually write a review to this podcast on iTunes. If you're on there, hi. If you're on YouTube, you can write comments and hit that like button down the bottom. And if you're on any other ones, let us know because we want to know how to best connect with you guys.
Before you hit the articles, Chad, I wanted just to say third on our list is Krakow, Poland.
Krakow, Poland. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Super sexy name.
Hit the articles.
The topics today are, it's more of a discussion podcast this week, right?
Ooh, I like this. These are good.
So it's how newbies are still finding their feet and Bitcoin obituaries.
Ooh, death to Bitcoin.
Bringing it down at the end.
Ooh,
Jesus.
it sounds very dark and
It does, and ominous. I actually had a cloud go over the top of my head. That's weird.
Chad, that was just farts. Okay, so let's get into the next bit, all right? So we're talking about the fact that newbies are still finding their feet in the crypto
That's
space,
true.
okay?
Now, let's be honest. You've been doing this a lot longer than I have. Since the podcast started, I had like about 2 or 3 weeks before that. And even in going through the podcast, I'm going to open the curtain a little bit and show people behind the scenes. I was not comfortable with putting money in or pulling it out or, into fiat currency, or switching it around or using any of the technology. Now I'm a whiz kid. I can teach the best of you. And by saying that, I can just move numbers to other places.
What were you apprehensive about, Chad? What was it? What was it that slowed the process down for you?
Real talk. I'm a musician. And so sometimes, I have to invoice people and blah, blah, blah. So money flow doesn't always happen the way you want it to because it's a business, like a self-employed business. So invoices everyone knows who runs a business, that's what it's like. So my reservation was, at any point, can I pull this bad boy out into fiat currency just to pay the bills and stuff like that?
That makes sense. You wanted to be able to take it from fiat currency into an exchange, say,
and it made me more comfortable when I figured out that you could do it.
Right. Cool.
So
you knew
that's
that you
why.
could get it back out into fiat currency should you need to.
Absolutely.
Whereas for me, I transacted a couple of dollars out into into fiat currency purely just to test the tech of different things like an FPOS card, for example, right?
Yep.
So the big thing for me is that I was able to go, I'm put money in and I haven't taken any money out of the crypto space since I've put it in. Okay. Like I said, I took a couple of $100 back out just to test the tech the first time. But that wasn't my focus. Once it goes in, I've put it back in that same cash and then more. Okay.
And again, you're probably another couple of steps ahead of me, really.
True, but remember,
in the
it's
way
this
of thinking
paradigm
about
shift
it.
in this discussion. We talked about the fact that I see it as a new paradigm, and you are getting there, but it's something that takes time to get.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. Really, you want to know that you can still potentially use it because at the moment, money is still money. Currency, the fiat currency is still the thing we use to eat with.
Absolutely,
no,
I agree with you wholeheartedly, and we've talked about this before. The fact that Bitcoin is not money. Ooh.
All right. So Japan, I'm going to be going to the Bitcoin. But I'm currently, for anybody who's playing at home, I'm currently in Japan. So I am about to go to whether found the location of the Bitcoin machine. I found it, and I'm going to go there and see if I can pull out 10,000 yen from there.
Please report back, Chad. We'd love to hear.
I will. I'm probably going to take a video. I'll make the wife take a video of me doing it.
Absolutely. And look, post it up. Can we post that one up? Let's see.
I'm sure we can.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure we can. We'll get through some technologies.
Look, one of the things we're talking about with the Lightning Network, we talked about how the Lightning works, Lightning networks with multi-payment channels, etc. And look, one of the hard things is unless there are some flaws to the technology at this stage, it's early in terms of its scalability. And look, essentially, you need a rich person with lots and lots of deep pockets to be able to run big sections of that payment channels. Okay, but here's the thing: I've come up with a motto.
Motto.
Yep, for Bitcoin.
Okay.
Bitcoin is still here. Bitcoin is still there.
Bitcoin is still there. Okay, still there. We're workshopping it. We're workshopping it.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Bitcoin is still there. Okay.
And
it rolls off the tongue. It does. Bitcoin is still there.
Exactly. It's like it's still hanging around. It's like a pie.
It's like a rash, basically. Except it's a rash that you have. It's a different kind of rash that you can get from one person to person if you kiss the wrong person. The hardest bit is,
Chad, is that Bitcoin will not match people's expectations. It's a really hard thing. For new users, they have this little bit of a freak out because they think, my money's going from point A to point B, right?
Yes.
But technically,
it's still the same
they're thinking,
amount of Bitcoin.
it's going from my account to their account. But technically, there's no accounts in Bitcoin.
No. It's going from your wallet, your physical, your possession to another person's possession.
But the thing is, it's settling. So it doesn't actually go anywhere initially. It's just that it hasn't been confirmed. It's an instantaneous transaction. Chad.
Yeah.
Did you know Bitcoin died?
Are you Are we having a funeral? I don't understand.
We should have a funeral.
Should we have a procession?
Do you know how many times Bitcoin's died?
How many? What do you mean Bitcoin's dead? What? What do you mean it's died? How
so you got to check it.
Die?
Here you go. You ready? I know that makes sense to you and I, but there's a really cool website called 99, the number 99bitcoins.com, and they have a
Do you get the reference? Do you get the reference?
And I'm going to put
99 bitcoins and my bitch ain't one. That's a Jay-Z song. So 99 Bitcoin.
Well, it's died 178 times. Bitcoin
Jesus
has died
Christ.
178 times.
It is like Jesus Christ.
What we do
it keeps coming back from the dead.
Let's choose. I love it, but every so often, then you get suddenly this new technological advancement.
I'm reading an article currently from that friggin' website, and it says, what's his name? Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon says, if you're stupid enough, so that's in air quotes, if you're stupid enough to buy Bitcoin, you'll pay the price one day. And it's going to trade at 100,000. Like, they're predicting it could potentially one day be 100,000 per Bitcoin. So the guy's an idiot.
Look, and I've got one for you. Okay, so this is my one. So this is technology will kill Bitcoin. This is released on October 20th this year. By Forbes magazine, BTC was $5,660.99 at the time.
This is US, so it was about
USD.
Here.
USD.
Yep, so it's about $7,000.
Here's a big quote for you. Okay, so that's bad news for Bitcoin investors, as central banks and banks can find ways to taper the demand for Bitcoin, taming any further price gains and occasionally crushing it, as the Chinese government did recently.
Idiots.
So here we go. So a larger supply of cryptocurrencies could eventually crush Bitcoin prices for good. And then it goes on to crap about...
What the fuck? What are you talking about, a larger supply? There's only 21 million ever, idiot.
Like I said, I love this website. It's just brilliant.
It's kind of like watching
I've got
FML.
something that just came across my... I've always wanted to say this. This is so cool.
Come across your desk.
I know, how good is that? And it quite literally did. Got in, sent just then.
Cool.
Foreclosures. Oh, this is so awesome. Not for those people who,
not for, obviously,
a problem.
And we can.
Anyway, so the conversation, it's something that's just came out here in, it's a publication thing, they're talking about foreclosures. So it's not just individuals who pay for low financial literacy. It also increases financial risk and holds back the economy. They put out this huge article about financial literacy is a public policy problem in Australia.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's pretty common nowadays to see the likes of Reserve Bank of Australia and Australian Bureau of Statistics issue warnings about the size of Australian household debt. The reason is that the consequences of poor financial decisions often reach far wider than any individual or family. And I'm going to leave you on that note.
Before you do, I just want to say a quick note. Hey guys, guess what? Having lots of debt doesn't mean the end of the world, but having too much debt does. And if you have too much debt and you can't pay that money, guess what? Foreclosures. Hey, someone like me may buy your house for $100,000
with
instead
Bitcoin.
Of the 900. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I might buy it for 10 Bitcoin, which is valued at 47,000. So just listen. Go and do some education. This is a podcast not just about Bitcoin and not just about currency. It's about you. It's about you learning financial stuff. And we in Australia need education to happen for our children because we're buggered. It's already happened. We've already gone to school, but it needs to happen at a government level. And now they need not only to include how to balance checkbooks because checkbooks don't exist anymore. They need to
I love Chad Rants. Hit that like button if you also love Chad Rants.
And I'm going to continue this next week. I am going to continue it next week. But until then, guys, thank you so much for listening to our podcast. Like us once, comment twice, and share this with someone you love, you like, you lust, you live with.
Or just someone you've been odling.
Or just someone on the train. Just go, hey, look at what I'm listening to. You might be able to be educated.
Chad,
we should
you're
be
that
friends.
Weird person on the train.
I am the weird person. I do laugh in the middle. I have headphones on and I laugh in the middle of the trains. That's why they don't let me on trains anymore. Anyway, also click subscribe to this podcast to get weekly updates from us knuckleheads, and you'll get it in your podcast feed every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. But until next time, I'm Chad.
And I'm Brett.
Let's get excited about the crypto space.
The transition has begun.
Do, 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 do.